All right, students, it's time for the first retelling of the tragedy of Romeo and Juliet. Now, every time we read something, as you know, we read with a purpose. So why are we reading? There's two reasons we're reading this selection right now. The first, we're getting a summary of the story because summary is the skill that we're going to be practicing. And two, we want to gain insight into this story of Romeo and Juliet, and we're doing it quickly because this will be part of our unit inquiry on destiny and free will, fate and choice, which is the most powerful. So in order to see what this story has to say about destiny, we first have to know what happens in the story. So as you are examining this first retelling of the tragedy of Romeo and Juliet, I want you to think about the following questions. What happens in this story? Where does it take place? Who is this story about? And as you finish this summary, does the summary make you interested in knowing more details about the story? Give one example from the reading that supports your answer. I think this version might make you a little more interested than you were just a couple minutes ago. Let's go to the next slide and see what I'm talking about. We are going to have a summary of the tragedy of Romeo and Juliet as a 5-minute summary told through texting. Let me show you what I mean. Going to the next slide, as you can see, this version of Romeo and Juliet is going to be told as if everyone was on a group text. So you'll have who is speaking, their name, and what they are texting. Sometimes sending just texts, sometimes sending pictures, sometimes sending little gifts. So this will be your version of Romeo and Juliet as you go through these slides. Take your time reading through, have fun, but keep in mind the questions that are guiding your reading, and I'll review those when you get to the end of this slideshow. Enjoy.